This is just a really difficult decision to make because I feel there is a logical approach to doing this. I've gone back and forth in my mind about this, and basically all of us were taken aback when we had to vote by districts. We all were elected at large, not with districts, so we weren't really familiar with how this was all going to work. But I've been looking at other cities, and most agree that the ones that were up for election would be the ones that would open in the district or had the order of terms completed as scheduled. Let me give you an example. So therefore, the following seats are open. Mayor Pro Tem Felipe, who lives in District 3. Mayor Stone's vacated council seat is up in 2018, which is District 2. And my seat are the 3, and I'm in District 1, that should be chosen if you follow that logic. It is my District 4 is the highest Hispanic voting area, which we already agreed should go first, and actually by law, we have to go first, District 4, and then followed by District 3. So District 2, 3, and 4 being open will allow the terms that were up to be able to try to run again if they choose. This way, each current council member will be able to run if they choose in 2018. I know Councilwoman Elliott's term and the mayor's term are not up until 2020. At that time, there is an at-large position available for them to run for, and that's the mayor. And or Councilwoman Elliott could choose to run in 2018, even though she doesn't need to, because she has actually 3 more years to go. But whether she wins or loses, she keeps her position until 2020. Otherwise, if we choose 1, 3, and 4, a council person cannot run for a position when their term is up in 2018. So I agree with 2, 3, 4 districts for 2018, and District 1 and the mayor position and the treasurer for 2020. Thank you.
I'd like to comment on that. Councilmember Robinson was appointed. He did not get elected to his position, and at that point it was very clear that it was a 2-year position. Yes, I could run in 2018, but I just ran in 2016, spent quite a bit of my own money. I don't particularly want to do that in 2018, so if I don't run in 2018, my term expires in 2020, but whoever has District 2 has the position till 2022, so I am out of a job just because I chose not to run 2 years after being elected. So I have a problem with that.
Any other questions or comments?
Sure. Yeah, please. And I do think it's important, and this is repeating a lot that's been said, but I think it's really important to hammer home a lot of these points. You know, that no matter which districts go up for election, there's still going to be one district where there isn't a resident or not a representative as a district representative. So no matter if it's 1 or 2 that's not included, that Janice will remain as the at-large council member. So even if District 2 does not go up for a vote, so she doesn't have to do anything, she's still an at-large council member. That would be her role. She'll continue through 2020, and the only change would be is if District 2 is among those to be voted on, she could run for that district seat other than just the at-large seat. If she did that and lost or did nothing at all, she'll still continue in that at-large council member position through 2020, and nobody's going to take that away from her. You know, one of the things that this council, and with all due respect to our council members who have been here, one of the criticisms of the council was that it was dysfunctional. It was not moving forward. And I have to say, right now, this council is thriving, and it's moving forward, and we're making progress, and there's a lot of good things happening, and there's more good things that are going to continue to happen. And I'm really proud of what we're accomplishing. And in just a very short time, I think that we've not only turned a corner, but we're moving forward with a lot of momentum. As has been mentioned tonight, Upland was basically forced into this. And you know, whether or not we wanted to do it or not, this is the way that our hand was forced, and that shouldn't change the fact that each one of us on the city council represents all of Upland. And, the districts are truly just an indication of where we sleep at night. They don't change our responsibilities to you as residents. We're still Upland Council members. And so come November of 2018, 3 people who live in different areas of the city will be elected as the designated representative for those districts. But each of those 3, even with that label of, whether it's 1 or 2, 3, and 4, they're going to represent all of Upland. And I assure you that in actuality, no district will be unrepresented at all. So people have to know that no district will be unrepresented, no matter where everybody lives. I give you my word that as long as I'm involved in the city in any capacity whatsoever, it doesn't matter what street I live on. The city is what matters, and that's why I ran in the first place. And that's always been my take. If I have the opportunity to continue, the greater good of the city as a whole will always be my priority. And so I am voting to include District 2 in the districts that would be up for election in 2018.
Any other comment? So Sid made a motion for...
Is that a motion?
Let me be clear, and I will motion that we...
Wait a second, I'm trying to clarify it. What is your motion?
My motion is that we include districts 2, 3, and 4 in the election of November 2018.
All right, do I have a second on that?
I'll second.
Do we have any comments?
I have a comment.
Okay.
I appreciate what Council Member Tim shared on the sequence, and I see no reason to change the sequence, so I'll support the motion as well.
All right, so we just need a vote. Is that correct, Jeanette? All right, so let's vote. So it's for 2, 3, and 4. All right, motion is passed.